Hello there, good afternoon. My name is Baba Tando and I have the latest in the world of sports for you. Now, we're starting with some Premier League issues, lots of problems coming up, especially for Ash Gold. And days after winning, or over 360 days after winning the Ghana Premier League with Ashanti Gold, Bashir Hayford has relinquished his position as head coach of the club. Now, the outspoken manager, trainer, or coach tendered in his resignation letter this morning. Hayford's decision comes after he was given a 3-match ultimatum to redeem the club from the bottom of the Ghana Premier League table. The Miners lie 15th on the table with just 2 wins and a draw this season after 8 matches. Hayford guided the Obuasi-based side to their Premier League triumph in 2015, which was a personal second after winning it with Asante Kotoko SC in 2008. We still remain with the Ghana Premier League, and Accra Hearts of Oak say they will appoint a substantive managing director by close of business next week. The club has been on the market in search of an MD ever since Vincent Soa Odote made his intentions of resigning from the interim position known. Several names have come up, including those of businessmen Frank Nelson Nwokolo and Kempis Ofosuware. Public Relations Officer of the club, Kwame Opare-Addo, tells me he will not be surprised if the former Gapoha FC chairman, Kempis Ofosuware, is giving the nod to be Hearts of Oak substantive MD.
We have spoken to some people, but nothing is confirmed yet. So we think that it would not be appropriate for us to mention those individuals that we have spoken to. Once we settle on the individual, then we'll mention him.
Looks like Kempis Kempis Ofosuware has his name almost everywhere. More or less, Hearts of Oak having spoken to him and him having accepted and all of that. How true is this?
Well, I've also heard the name of Kempis, and don't forget that we all know his qualities when it comes to football. He's done Gapoha, that I think Power FC, and he was very instrumental in the development of Temahas babies as well. So it is not wrong to bring in the name of Kempis. If he gets it, I will not be surprised, because he has done football before and he understands football.
Okay, what's the relationship between the board and Kempis like?
Well, I know he has good friends in Hearts of Oak. And, Well, good friends in Hearts of Oak. When I say good friends in Hearts of Oak, he has good friends in the office, he has good friends among the board members, he has good friends amongst the supporters, because he has developed football before and he has been involved in the running of Temahas babies before. And we all know the association or the link between Hearts of Oak and Temahas babies. So I think he still has some good relations in Hearts of Oak.
All right, so after a break to make way for the preliminary matches of the 2017 MTN FA Cup, the Ghana Premier League is back in earnest. And of course, this season it's been surprising because almost every weekend presents us with some interesting fixtures. And this weekend, for instance, the top liners for me will be the match between Brekum Chelsea and Accra Hearts of Oak happening at the Golden City Park in Brekum. Elmina Sharks are in action against Liberty Professionals in Elmina, yes. And Tema Youth, they host Mediama SC. Kotoko are at home to Inter Allies, and you would want to follow that game seriously because this is going to be a tough one. Olympics host Dwarfs at the Accra Sports Stadium. Bichim United are up against Wafa. Ashanti Gold, troubled Ashanti Gold, who would go into this weekend's round of match without a coach. They will be taking Bolga All Stars. And one match will be outstanding. That's the one between Adriana Stars and Wa All Stars, because Wa All Stars will be away by virtue of winning the Ghana Premier League last season. They will be representing Ghana at this year's WAFU tournament inside Senegal. But quickly, let me remind you how the table looks like in the Ghana Premier League. The table is coming up shortly on your screen. We still have Adriana Stars on top with 17 points. There's also Kotoko in second place with 17 points. Then Wafa follow in third place. Bichim United in fourth place. They both are locked on 14 points. Elmina Sharks, Wa All Stars, they both have 12 points. Together with Hearts of Oak, they all have 3 points, follow in 5th, 6th, 7th places respectively. Then Chelsea, Dwarfs, 8th and 9th respectively with 11 points. Tema Youth, Liberty Professionals both locked on 10 points. They are 10th and 11th respectively. Inter Allies are 12th with 9 points. Olympics 13th with 7 points. Mediama SC, Ashanti Gold, and Bolga All-Stars in the relegation zone with 7, 7, and 4 points respectively. So for the first time since the league started this season, Olympics have been able to go above the relegation zone, and this is just because they have a better goal difference than Mediama SC, but they are both locked on 7 points. So there's more on the sports page of myjoyonline.com. Alternatively, if you tweet, you can look for us on Twitter. Our handle is @JoySportsGH. On Facebook, our address is Joy Sports. You can follow me personally on Twitter. My handle is @Barbatando. That's your sport. Good afternoon.